My name is Willy, and I am a fine art painter. I work equally in acrylic painting and oil. And with my acrylic painting, I am working mostly in abstract and non-objective trend, but with my oil paint, I am working in stylized landscape for the most part. I am drawn to the subjects that I paint most often because they have either a dynamic sense of light or a very interesting small detail in the patterns of nature. That seems to be what interests me most in my work. It's not always the subject matter itself. I am extremely honored to have had our show accepted by the Richmond Art Museum. And I think maybe part of it is because they have a history of supporting women artists. And I'm just really supportive of that whole idea, of course, being a woman artist. Well, since I am a studio painter, I did not go to Spain to do plein air painting while I was there. I did it primarily to get reference material that I would work with in the future. And I found that I was mostly intrigued by the architecture and the way that the historical buildings were decaying and irregular. That is really what drew my eye to the narrow streets and the old buildings in Spain. If you are familiar with my current work, I usually work with organic shapes and curvilinear objects. Since I chose to work with architecture and streets, obviously the circles did not lend itself well to rendering that type of subject matter. So I decided to use straight lines and squares and rectangles to do my layering and my patterning. So I think from this point forward, I will probably use a little bit more of that technique in my future artwork. My name is Willy, and I thank you very much for coming to our show.